Hello, community. I wanted to ask you a question, and you have to actually really internalize this. What and who do you see when you really look in the mirror? Are you happy with what you see? Are you happy that you're black, or African American? Are you happy about your heritage? Or do you hide from it? I had a friend of mine tell me that, you have to put on a mask when you go to work because some of us really can't laugh when somebody wants us to laugh and just follow orders blindly and allow people to mistreat us at the job. And so therefore we have to put on something like a mask because if we do not, we'll wind up attacking those people who show any type of racism or institutional racism toward us or try to make and belittle us. Some of us just can't take that. We don't know how to, go along and get along. And therefore we put on, a mask. But a lot of times that mask slips. Sometimes we take it off because we're tired of faking the funk, I want to read something to you. We spend so much time hiding who we truly are, making sure no one sees the person we truly want to be. So it's hard to remember there was a time when we actually were excited to show the world our true face. It is amazing how far we will go to hide our true selves from the world. Perhaps it is because we don't want people to know how much they really mean to us, which is funny because the truth is we would do anything for them. We would risk our lives or even fight the world for them. But I suppose it could be scary to admit you need people or a crutch. After all, what greater pain is there than losing someone you love, or worse, finding out someone you love have left you behind? I guess that's why we feel the need to hide away and protect ourselves from the world. So we put on a mask and try to hide from them and ourselves. It's not hard to understand why we put the mask on when in fact, most often the mask is who we truly are. A fictitious character imitating those you would like to become like, but cannot or not, and you will never be. Perhaps we don't want the world to know how embarrassed we are of our position in the world. I think all those things are true, and I got this from a excerpt from something that I was watching. And I just found out that it rang so true. Black people felt that they needed something to lean on, and I believe the European gave them something. And when they gave it to them, they knew that if they believed in this and they put down their African belief system, that they would be a race that they could control and take over their land and actually enslave them. We feel that we need something, that we can lean on that won't fail us. But you have to help yourself. Good friend of mine, Griot One, talks about stop begging people for things that they don't want to give you. If you're not willing to fight for those things that people owe you and people stole from you, then you're going to have to depend on yourself. We have $1 trillion buying power, but we don't use it for our good. We actually give it away to other communities. And that makes no sense at all. So The question is, why do we do that? We've found out that integration, assimilation, and all those other terms that they use, civil rights and all those things, have not served us. We're coming up on a voting year, and we still haven't gotten together as a group to actually vote as a block to get some of the things that will improve our communities, that will improve our lives, and do some of the things that we need people to do. Because we vote and put people in office that don't serve us at all. Okay? They put the mask on when they come to our communities and ask us for their vote. And they're no different. It's like a fox and a wolf, okay? The fox smiles and asks you for something, the wolf just takes it, okay? And so we need to look at these things, and we need to come together. But I'm gonna say, I can only speak for myself. My belief system, includes, I guess, the big mystery. I don't know about a lot of things people believe in, but I believe in myself and my ancestors, and the things that they did. But I know I won't get help from any deity or anybody else if I don't help myself. Okay? I have to believe in myself. I have to believe in the culture that I left behind, the people I left behind, the world that I left behind. Okay? And I have to look at it and say, I'm going through the same thing here in America that those people and my people are suffering and going through in Africa. But we don't want to be from Africa. We want to be from here. Okay? But we can't see what's right in front of our face. It's almost like, they're inviting people to come in America and replace the black population now that they don't feel that they need us anymore, because now they got to pay us because there's no free, labor anymore, slavery or anything like that. So, we've become a problem people to some people. But, this is not about race. This is about money now. It used to be about race. There are some people that hate us because, the color of our skin. But the people that's truly making all the money now, they want to take away the rights of all people that's on the low end of the spectrum. Okay? They want to control this country the way that they want to control it. And money controls politics, and money makes the decision in this world. And those that have it, are the haves, and those that do not have it are the have-nots. And the have-nots better watch themselves. We have to be concerned about, events, world events, and events that things that are happening in here. And we need to make our representatives responsible to us. What we do to elderly people, and what they've been doing to Social Security is just really crazy. Using your money for all kind of things, that we don't approve of, and don't even ask our approval. They just go on and do it. I said that we wanted to hire smart people, for these jobs, that's supposed to be representing our best interests. And you see how that's working out for you. We need to get back to grassroots leadership. And we need to protect our leaders when we do get a good one. Because they seem to have a habit of coming up missing or dying prematurely, whenever they decide to help, people like ourselves. So I don't want to go too much further into the mass issue, But I want everybody to take a look at themselves, and you can come to your own conclusions, because a lot of what's going on and what's happening to us has to do with us. If you think institutional racism doesn't exist, and you think that people don't have a concerted effort to keep you on the bottom end of the totem pole, economic totem pole, then you got another thing coming. But we can overcome some hurdles. Not all of them, but we can overcome some hurdles if we believe in ourselves and have the faith in ourselves to go out and do what we're supposed to do for ourselves and our families and our communities and our children. Thank you for listening.